Hello everyone, welcome back to Glitz and Glitter. Today I have my turtle mold out. So did you guys see video number 533? Me and Renee, she brought these turtle molds with her and we put them abalone shell in and we did a bloom in the shell, which was really cool. And I loved that mold so much because it has so much detail. I don't know if you could see, there's like a lot of detail in the arms, the head, the shell, everything. There's so many ways you could do this. So I bought my own molds. So I'm going to do clearly all of this. So my idea is to use all my chameleon flakes. They're not fun to put on, but I'm gonna suck it up and I'm gonna do it. And I have this intense mica powder. This one's from Into Resin. All my discount codes are in the description box. So make sure you're utilizing discount codes, you guys, because Into Resin does give 20% off. Let's Resin gives 10% off. Estoyo gives 10% off. Molds and Shapes gives 10% off. Make sure you're using those codes to save you guys some money. Because if you're like me and I'm watching people and I feel like I have to do what they're doing and I'm always buying stuff, so I do use the codes too. Today I'm going to first try to get, I want to get his head and his arms and his feet in this green color. I'm hoping I have enough green. I may actually combine two greens together because I don't know if I'm going to have enough. I should have enough. I'm going to just take the chance. And then once that is all done, then I'll be able to clean it up a little easier because his shell goes kind of down far. So I can't do this first because those flakes are almost impossible to clean off. So I'm thinking the chameleon powder is easier to clean off of the parts that I don't want it. And then basically I'm going to fill it with black. This thing holds 12 ounces of resin. I'm going to use my pre-mixed black today since 12 ounces ain't that much. So we're going to do that. And let's see. I think that's it. That's all the explanation I have. I'm just going to start with this. Like I said, I don't know. I'm not going to do the back. I don't want to like waste. And I don't think, see, if I turn it inside out, when I turn it back inside the right way, it's not going to work. So I'm just going to do my best and get the powder everywhere. Let's see if it's going to work. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to have enough. That's really, really a little bit in there. So, well, let's just try to spread it the best that I can because it does go pretty far and I may have to do the back of his head. I don't know. I'm winging this, you guys. I know what colors I want, but as far as putting it in there the way I want it, I have to just trial and error it. I almost did like abalone shell again, but I didn't want to do that again. So I'm doing this, which, you know, sometimes when I'm painting this mica powder on, I realize why I don't do it very often because I'm so adamant about cleaning every little speck that I don't want somewhere because somebody somewhere is going to end up with this off of eBay. If you guys ever wonder what I do with my stuff, I sell it all. It all goes on eBay after I'm finished with it, and like 99% of it is gone. There's only a few little things sitting out there that are on a little bit more expensive side, so I get it. So let me just work on this because you really can't see it. I'll put you on a little fast forward and then I'll bring you back and show you how the flakes are going to work. So I decided to do the upper portion, like all of it. So I didn't want the back of it just black in random spots and look really messy for whoever ends up with this. So I painted the entire inside. I do see some spots that I need to go back over. And then I cleaned it all off all the way to the edge of the shell. And that took a little bit of work, especially right at the line. So whatever's hitting your, if you're new to resin, and you want to use these powders, whatever's hitting your silicone first is what you're going to see first. So I got most of it off. The rest of it I think will just blend in with what I'm going to do with all those Chameleon flakes. Now what I'm doing now, I'm just touching up the back portion, even though it's the back. It doesn't really matter, but I want the back to be pretty if it can be, because somebody might be displaying this in their house or on a table or wherever. So I just hit it a lot with my paper towel is what happened. So I'm just filling those spots back in. And then what I'm going to do with the shell portion, I'm going to just use all of my flakes in random spots. Like I don't have a pattern or anything I'm going to follow. I'm just going to be like a little bit of this and a little bit of that. And this brush does come with yours. So there's a whole bunch of blocks on here. So I'm really just gonna start with one and get it burnished in to my shell. And you really do have to burnish it in, and it's flies everywhere. And I'm just gonna go in some random spots and try to blend them the best that I can. So again, that's all I'm doing, and I'm just going to take another one, make sure I'm getting all the way down to that line, and if this stuff gets on the powder that I already put on there, it's not a big deal because you're not going to see it. Like I said, whatever touches first. In fact, maybe I'll just keep going one at a time. And when it stops, it stops. I don't know which one I just did, but all right, again, a little fast forward. I hope you like the music. All right, so I got all the bubbles out. Well, most of them, I think. And I'm gonna pour it really, really slowly because I'm worried about bubbles down here in the fins in his face. I'm gonna squish it around, but I don't wanna ruin what I've done either. But I think I'm just gonna pour it really slow, and then any bubbles that get trapped would hopefully pop. There shouldn't be many in here at all. So this is gonna take like 3 or 4 minutes. You might want to fast forward me. Isn't that color? Did you see the shell though? I mean, the shell was so pretty. I'm hoping it combined on the other side that you're gonna see as nice as this side looked. So I mixed up 12 ounces. Like I said, this is my pre-black resin. And I'm pretty sure this stuff takes like 24 hours to cure, but I don't ever do that. I always turn my heat mat on, always, or I would never be able to get you guys a video every day. So what I'm hoping here is seeing, because I'm going so slow, that bubbles can't form in these little spots. I don't even know if it's in there yet. Yeah, I think it's in there. I can't see through it because I painted it green. So that's not helping me any. It's definitely in there. I'm just hoping I don't want any bubbles. There's so many ways I want to do this turtle. What would you guys like to see the turtle done? I've already done the shells. I've already now done these powders. What would you guys like to see? There's so many ways you could do this. You could put that little vinyl, the iridescent film in here. Anything. You could really fill it with anything you want. I know it looks full, but it's definitely not full yet. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use every last drop of this 12 ounces. Just about. There's hardly anything left in there. All right, that's it. I am going to let it sit for an hour or two before I turn my heat mat on, just to get it gelled up enough. And then I will be back on demold. This is an easy one, you guys. All right, it's cured. Well, it's warm, but it's really late at night and I don't want to wait till morning, so I'm going to try to get it out, but if it's too bendy, then I can't do it. This was my only extra. How do you like that sparkle? I just love these new molds. Isn't it pretty? Love it. I love it. So like I said, I thought it was going to be cooled down by now, but it's not. So let's try. Hopefully I don't ruin it. Look at that color already. Oh, I'm so glad I did the back side. I'm so glad I wasn't too lazy. And I had enough green, actually. I still have some more left. So there's more in those little jars than you think. That came out good. So far, no bubbles. I think it's going to be doable today. All right. I'm going to love this mold. I'm so glad Renee brought it over. Oh my gosh, guys, not one bubble on the limbs. Pouring it slow, I think, was the trick. Let's try to get it off without revealing it yet. Okay, we're gonna get it out tonight. Please don't pop off. Oh my gosh, would that be terrible if I beheaded my first turtle? Okay, we got it. Let me just fix my mold real quick. This is gonna need some major cleaning. Well, look at the back. The back is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. Let's hope the front is just as nice. Oh yeah. That looks good. Look at those colors. They blended really good. The color changing. Can you see all the colors? Look at those colors changing. So, I was a little messy, barely. This is the line I was trying so hard to keep clean. So I think I think I'm going to embellish this one. I do need some eyes on him right here. So I will draw some eyes. Let me grab a pen. Let's try this one. Let's see. Are they defined good enough? Kind of. This is my oil-based. I don't know if it's defined good enough. I should have done white first. Not that bad, not that bad. Let's see if I could do this one the same as that one now. That's the problem. And I think I will give them a little sparkle to that shell because I don't like that line. It almost looks like alien eyes. I don't know if I like these eyes. I might have to fix those later. Here's the nose. Well, I'm gonna think on that. Not sure I like the eyes. Kind of alienish. All right, let me see what rhinestones I have. And I think I'm just gonna go along this edge. I don't know, I might get carried away, but I think I'm gonna try to stick to there just to clean this line up. I don't like, I mean, it's okay, it's not horrible, but I like clean lines. So let me see what I have. All right, so I showed you some of it, but I continued on after I hit the stop button. So first, look at his eyes. I have redone the eyes with white. I'm not pulling them out yet. Here's his shell. So I took green, purple, blue color changing rhinestones and I just outlined the whole shell. I think that is the perfect touch for this little guy. What do you think? Like, I have had these rhinestones for like 2 years and I haven't used them. And then I was afraid I was going to run out, so I literally had like 15 left of each size. This is a smaller size than this size is a little bit bigger. And I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta have enough. I've gotta have enough. I haven't used them all this time and now I'm gonna run out. But that is it, you guys. There's his eyes again. I did do the white first, put the black in the center and then a little white dot in there. So it looks a little bit better, but anyway, that is today's turtle. Let me know how I should do the next turtle in a few weeks. I will get you guys some pictures. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I hope you like it. I hope you try it. I will see you guys tomorrow. You have a blessed day. Bye.